You've probably heard the stories about buyers backing out the last minute, sellers pulling listings, and deals collapsing in week number 2 of escrow. And the big question is, why is this happening so much right now? According to the latest Redfin data, real estate contracts are breaking at the highest rate we've had since before the pandemic, and both buyers and sellers are very much feeling the impact. Today, I'm breaking down exactly why these cancellations are happening and how you can avoid being the next statistic. Deal cancellations are not new, but the scale we're seeing in late 2025 has a lot of industry experts really raising their eyebrows. Redfin's chief economist, Daryl Fairweather, says, "We've hit a record high for this time of year, and it largely comes down to one issue. Buyers and sellers, they're not seeing eye to eye. They have different sets of expectations." So today, we'll break down the 4 biggest reasons deals are falling apart and the practical steps you can take to keep your deal alive. Right now, the biggest storyline in the housing market is a motivation gap. Buyers are frustrated because affordability is still tight. Mortgage rates are in the mid to low 6% range, and that means that payments are still high even if prices have softened a bit. Meanwhile, many sellers don't want to budge because selling today means giving up that beloved 3% mortgage rate from 2020 to 2021. And this tension shows up in rising cancellations. Even small roadblocks like an inspection request, a minor delay, a low appraisal can really derail a deal that might have survived in previous years leading up to today. So some tips for buyers: absolutely get pre-approved early, update your payment estimates regularly, and stay flexible on repairs and timing. And sellers, review your pricing weekly. It's very important. Consider offering credits or covering closing costs. And most importantly, understand that small concessions may really save the deal. Sometimes just a little give and take is all it takes. We all remember in 2021, 2022, sellers could name their price and it was over. Well, the sale to list price ratio is dropping, meaning more homes are selling below asking. Without bidding wars, sellers don't have that same leverage that they did, and buyers know this and they're negotiating more than they have in years past. No backup offers means deals take longer, and more of them fall apart in the inspection and appraisal phase. So buyers, take your time. You don't have as much competition breathing down your neck. Make a thoughtful offer and ask for credits, repairs, closing cost help, or rate buy downs. Sellers, don't wait too long to adjust your price. Very important. A small correction today can save weeks of inactivity on the market. Buyers are much pickier, so prepare your home accordingly. Fall is always slower. We've got school, holiday, travel, colder weather, less people getting out there. But this year's slowdown can feel a little heavier than it did in the past. Rates have dipped slightly, but instead of sparking demand, they've somewhat encouraged sellers to list, while buyers seem to be staying on the sidelines for the most part. And when listings outpace buyer demand, prices flatten, or they just go soft heading into the winter, that could be a scary sign for some sellers, but it's good for long-term balance. 2025 is not a one-size-fits-all market. In the Midwest, like right here in Fort Wayne, it's been surprisingly strong. Our median sale price is up about 4 to 5% year over year, which is stronger than most US metros right now. Inventory is still tight. It's hovering around 2 months of supply, but it's far below that 5 to 6 months needed for what's called a balanced market. But in states like Texas and Florida, they're definitely feeling the pressure of oversupply. Your strategy depends far more on your zip code than on national headlines. So guys, this isn't a crash by any means. It might be a little bit of a reset, but deals are falling through because the market is normalizing after years of unrealistically high demand. Buyers now have more say. Sellers are adjusting, and both sides are learning how to navigate a more balanced market. If you want help building a strategy that fits your goals, whether you're buying or selling, schedule a free, no obligation one-on-one with us. We'll help you run the numbers, understand the timing, and help you move confidently. And if you found this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss a Fort Wayne market update again.